friends, it's Nancy, and I have the first of two tulip-themed journals finished. This one has more of an old world, botanical sort of look to it, I guess. So I used a vintage book cover, and let's do a little measurement. So it's 9 3/4 by 6 5/8, and I believe we are about 1.25 inches at the spine. This book was some Nordic language. I'm not going to try to guess. Little Gatory. I've got it closed with this length of sari silk. Lots of vintage and antique lace here. A few little baubles. This is mainly, I would say, a writing journal because there's lots of spaces to fill. I tried to keep things less dimensional so that it wouldn't do this, but you know. So let me just draw your attention to this book. Well, turn it over first so you can see it has this marbled paperback. And this is the original cover. I haven't done anything to it. But on the front, I added a layer of antique lace, another layer of antique lace, some gauze, and an image from a book of tulips. There is 6 signatures. This is a hidden hollowback spine, which means it's lays out flat so you can easily put your writings in there. Okay, let's make sure we're more or less centered. Oh well, I'll show you that I have some little things dangling here. 3 little gold balls, little charm, little heart there. Okay, inside I've covered the inside covers with this fabric, and made a pocket from a vintage doily. I believe I got this at an estate sale in Georgia. This is a book page I turned into a tag to pop in there. Okay, so I went through the anchor pages of this book a week and a half ago maybe, but we're going to do it again. So front page, this is an image from a book. It flips up. On the back there is a pocket here and a little tag. Just pops right in there. Some more antique lace. This is an image from a book. Big journaling card there. Everything is sewn down. So here's all kinds of blank areas. That's from a vintage book about butterflies and moths. Some old music paper. This is a fussy cut of a tulip. This is from 1929 diary. And here is just a paper clip. It's a vintage paper clip, actually. And I've just pinned this illustration. I was tempted to paint these illustrations, but overcame that urge. Another fussy cut here. This is the back of the anchor page. Second signature, we have some hand crocheted lace there. This is a book page from an antique book with a fussy cut tulip. This is a music manuscript page. This came from a book about folk art, and tulips were very common in folk art. So there's several examples there. This here came from I want to say it was an 1887 ledger. And I made these sterling cards with images from a book, and then I fussy cut these tulips. And this paper clip comes off. This flips down. A little bit of paper here to journal on, and a little tuck spot for this tag. I'm just going to clip that back up and then open it up, and there's all kinds of paper in here. Old lined paper, ledger paper. I think that would be from an address book. This is a tea-dyed envelope, and it flips right open, so you can journal inside and out, or you can glue it back together, and it just fits in this pocket. Come on, Nancy. Trust me, it fits in this pocket. I'm just going at it the wrong way. Get in there. Okay. Another image from a book with some old lace. This came from a very old children's French language book. So it has little rhymes. This is from a address book, old ledger. This came from a very old 1920s geography book. So I took this raggedy map of Europe, because of course we know that the Netherlands over here are absolutely famous for their tulips. Fussy cut this image. That's not a tulip, but there's a tulip on the back. Little tulip here, as well as violets, lily of the valley, pansies, a lily, daisies. Where's daisies? It says marguerites. Those are daisies. That's not it. Well, maybe they can be considered daisies, maybe? And primrose. Little pocket here. I just tucked in a piece of paper. Again, trying to keep this very flat. Here's another flip out. Some old lace. And this is an image from a book. Just tucks in there. Another journal card. Pinned to this page from a butterfly book. A little fussy cut tulip there. Another journal card. Some old lace and a vintage button. A little heart charm there. And here, this shows the tulip fields in Haarlem in the Netherlands. So I don't know if this is you're gonna be able to see this or not, but you see how the gardens are all planted in these designs. There's a windmill. Just fussy cut a tulip and pop that on top. Another fussy cut. Another pocket I pop some paper into. Here's an old piece of lace. Tea-dyed piece of, it's a page from a gardening journal. This came from a book about woodcuts. Here's another great big tea-dyed envelope, and I've put some scraps of vintage wrapping paper in here that I like the colors of. So there's no tulips, but it looks very old world. I like the gold and the marguerites there. So that's vintage, and you can use that to write on or tear up, make collage, whatever you want to do. Another woodcut. Tulips. I have this tag that I made. Some more very old lace. Here's one of the little paint swatch tags that I did. And again, there's just a scrap of some wrapping paper, vintage wrapping paper. I've edged this with some hand-tatted lace. Whoop. Fussy cut. This came from some sort of a ledger. And another tag. A little bit trim there. Nice big tag. Here, there's some tatting. And this little tag. Another big journaling card. And the back is covered in fabric, antique doily, little tag. And here, this tassel actually came from an antique dance card. Okay. And let's see if I can take this off without too much trouble. So this opens, you can journal all over that, and inside I made this little folder that you could also journal inside, and it's just closed with some Velcro dots. I should show you the whole back of it. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this flip through. I'm going to be getting back to work on my second tulip journal. You can expect to see this in my Etsy shop at some point on Saturday, March. I think today's the 29th, so March the 30th. And I hope you'll go over to Etsy and see if this is something that you'd like to add to your journal collection. Thanks so much for joining me. I really enjoyed sharing this journal with you and sharing the process of making it. Take care. I hope you have an amazing long Easter weekend. Take good care of yourself. Bye-bye.